Unfortunately, we go through this every week. Mr. Porter, you've been given notice. You're not to be here. Please leave. Mr. Porter, I'm going to ask one more time, politely. You've been asked to leave these meetings because of your disruptive conduct. I'm asking you to please leave now. You're choosing not to? Clear the room, please. I want everybody to leave these chambers till I'm assured of order. with us, Benai Abraham, Jewish Synagogue, and Rabbi, thank you very much for your patience this morning.
Of course, no problem. Dear God, please drape your canopy of love, compassion, wisdom, and holiness over our meeting here this morning. Help our commissioners to be inspired by you to continue to do the work that helps guide our city on a path imbued with productivity, safety, community involvement, and mutual respect. Please help the citizens of Hagerstown who are here today to feel connected to their elected leaders, safe in the knowledge that they have their best interests at heart. Help us to work together, to listen to each other, and put the common good ahead of political allegiances or ideologies. May this be your will, O God. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you again. With that, we'll move right into our agenda, and first up is approval of the minutes from May the 20th. Do I have a motion and second?
Motion to approve May 20th minutes.
Second.
Motion and second for approval as submitted. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, 5-0. Thank you very much. Commissioners' reports and comments. Commissioner Wagner, you want to go first?
Morning. I have no comments today, President Barr, so I'll defer to the next person.
Okay. The other Randy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Two messages this morning from me. First of all, a shout out to the Washington County Sheriff's Department, Maryland State Police, and the Hagerstown City Police Department. In addition to the Hagerstown Regional Airport, we had a unexpected visitor on Sunday that came to our county. Once again, the President of the United States made his appearance. And once again, those agencies provided their expertise and were able to make a flawless entrance into the county on his behalf and keep him safe and move him on his way to Camp David. It happens quite frequently, and they do it without a lot of fanfare, and they provide a service that is should be recognized. They did a good job, so a shout out to them for services provided. Nicely done. Second item I have this morning is to our children in Washington County. School's out. Welcome to summer. And I would like to encourage the parents of those children to take them out to our parks. We have a wonderful park system in Washington County. We are surrounded by all sorts of opportunities for recreation. And so I would encourage you to participate in our parks this summer on a regular basis. We also have a Parks and Recreation Summer Program, and that's available for your enrollment at our county website. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Harvey?
Well, thank you, President Barr. The Diversity and Inclusion Committee met last night. It's an abbreviated meeting. I did mention there that this month is Title IX Awareness Month, where the administration in D.C. and across the country, there's a focus on protecting girls' and women's rights in sports and in education and in other opportunities, because there's been some stress on that community due to men participating in girls' sports. I'd like to acknowledge that I think some of us were at the Highway Department and the Water Quality Department to recognize the hardworking county employees that we have, and they had luncheons, and it's always another chance to get together with them and thank them for their hard work and their focus and the contributions they make, not only to county government, but they're also very involved in our communities as county employees. So thank you to all of them, and look forward to meeting with more of them over the summer as we have a number of, luncheons and things to recognize their efforts. I'd also like to take a moment to express my appreciation for everyone on the board who's been working so hard. I just was thinking it's, 2.5 years, and it's impressive the good stewards that we have up here who are focused on county business, maintaining the integrity and transparency and good governance of the county for the interests of our citizens, our taxpayers. Their money is hard-earned, and we are guardians of their money, and we are trying to protect it. And we have not raised taxes, and we have made some significant adjustments to accommodate changes that the state made. And we have fully funded, the Commission on Aging, fully funded the Board of Education, fully funded and actually exceeded what the Board of Elections required. We've supported our EMS with continued expansion. We've negotiated new wage and employment contracts with law enforcement and DES and fire, et cetera. So, I'm appreciative of the hard work by the fellow members of the board and the county staff to keep things running smoothly. It's an impressive effort, and you guys work really hard. Last thing I'd like to mention is from June 7th to June 14th, it's Army Appreciation Week. It's the 250th anniversary of the United States Army that occurs this Saturday. And as a person who served for 26 years in the Army, I am very loyal to the service that I represented for so long, and I'm still part of it. I'm a retired Army U.S. Colonel, and this week there's many events in Washington, D.C., but also around the country recognizing the Army. And the Army was founded the year before the Declaration of Independence. And I just note that there's a parade in D.C. Recognizing the 250th. And this sort of kicks off our whole year of, next year is the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, the Declaration on July 4th, and then the founding of Washington County in September, the 250th anniversary. And, the county administrator and staff and folks from around the county have been working really hard to set the stage for a year-long celebration. So, and then I would be remiss if I didn't mention that June 14th is also the Commander-in-Chief's birthday. So with that, I close. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Klein?
Good morning, everyone. Colonel Harvey, thank you for your service and bringing that week of the 250th to our attention. I, too, attended events out at the eastern section for highways and water quality out on Elliott Parkway. On any given day, any given time, any kind of weather, those guys are responding to the needs of our citizens. So just a thank you to all those departments that do that. I also was at the comp plan the other night. Just want to make sure we thank staff who prepared it and the public safety training people who were involved in the setup. And then I also attended an event for the Washington County Humane Society over the weekend, and want to acknowledge and congratulate a young lady named Gail Miller. She was announced as the 12th Joan Bowman Champ Award for her support and participation with Washington County Humane Society. So congratulations to Gail Miller. And that concludes my report. Thank you, sir.
Commissioner Klein? Yes, it's been a very busy week as usual, and a number of different things. And thank you, Colonel Harvey, for your service. And this morning, I've thought about a whole myriad of things I want to say, and some personal, and I've kind of backed off of that. But I do want to say and follow up on Commissioner Harvey's comments. For someone that has been around here 20 years at this point, I've never seen the camaraderie and the morale like I've seen here recently. And the staff has been absolutely phenomenal through all the diversion and all the other things that have been going on. And I'd just like to thank each and every one of the staff, not only in this building, but across the county. But I know we've been out to some of the luncheons, and the interaction and the professionalism at those luncheons have just been heartwarming. The working relationship has just been phenomenal, and the team here in this building has been exceptional. And never in the 20 years have I've seen it as good as it is right now. And I'll try to save I could start naming names I'll get in trouble because I'll forget somebody or let somebody out. So, but somebody with, you know, in the years that I've had the opportunity to serve citizens of Washington County, this board, this community, as a body of employees, I couldn't ask for better. So, and without getting emotional, through some of the, I don't even know what I want to call it, but the personal attacks, and we will endure, I can assure you, with our heads up, and the not only the handshakes, but literal hugs that I've gotten from county employees across the board. My fellow electrician in this building, he had me draw tears the other day. So, again, thank you. I think that's enough said on where I'm at personally. With that, we'll move into staff comments, and first up is Chip Rose, IT position.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chip Rose, Director of Human Resources. I only have one item for you this morning. Staff is seeking approval to reclassify the current Help Desk Support Analyst 1 position, which is a grade 8, to a Cloud and Virtualization Support Engineer, and adjust the salary target to a grade 16, step 5. The job description better aligns with the county's evolving needs, and the adjustment should attract a more qualified candidate. The adjustment itself would result in about an additional $48,000 investment, but it fairly reflects the increased responsibilities of this job.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have motion in 2 seconds. So we're ready to vote. All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, 5-0. Thank you, Chip. Next up is Michelle Gordon, County Administrator.
Thank you. Just a couple of housekeeping items. There is no meeting scheduled for next week. Our next meeting is on June the 24th. And our Boonesboro evening meeting is tonight at 6 p.m. here at the County Administration Building. I have two findings from the Open Meetings Compliance Board that I'd like to read to the public. 19-139 from June the 5th of 2025. The complainants allege that the Washington County Board of County Commissioners held 2 secret meetings in violation of the Open Meetings Act. The Open Meetings Compliance Board is an advisory board, not a fact-finding tribunal, and they are left with a dispute of fact. The complainants assert that when the Board of County Commissioners talked with citizens and other elected officials about county business, however, they were not able to provide any further details about what precisely the members of the county board said. The public body asserted that its members specifically abstained from conducting any public business and did not discuss any topics related to public business. The problem here is that the complainants offered conclusory assertions, but no alleged facts from which they may assert those assertions. The board thus cannot determine whether the county board convened a meeting subject to the act when a quorum was present at those 2 different times. And contrary to the assertion of one of the complainants, there is no presumption that a public body is discussing public business when a quorum of its members are present. They lacked any facts necessary to determine whether a violation of the act occurred. The second opinion that I'd like to read to you is from June the 6th of 2025, 19-149. Both of these opinions and all opinions from any complaint are located on the Maryland Attorney General's website. The complainant alleged that the Washington County Board of County Commissioners violated the Open Meetings Act by scheduling a meeting at an irregular time and by failing to provide adequate notice of the meeting. The complainant alleged that the county board violated the act by scheduling the meeting at an oddball time of day, and it never has meetings when most people wouldn't be able to attend. He further asserted that the county board failed to provide the public with adequate notice of the meeting. For OMCB Opinions 99-101 from 2004, noted that the OMCB will not second-guess a public body's decision that it must meet on short notice, at least without evidence suggesting that there was an improper motive. There is nothing in the record to indicate that the board scheduled the meeting primarily to foil the public's right to attend and observe. Indeed, the county board notified the public of the meeting. As to timeliness, the Act does not specify any minimum amount of time between the public bodies providing notice and its holding of the meeting, and that is cited by 2 OMCB opinions, 39 and 40 from 1999. Whether notice is timely then depends on the circumstances. The fact that the notice period was short does not itself establish a violation of the Act. As such, the amount of advance notice that is reasonable for an emergency meeting may be substantially shorter than for a regularly scheduled meeting. The Act does not prevent a public body from meeting on an emergency basis, so long as the public body gives the best notice it can under the circumstances. Here, the county board gave 24 hours notice of the meeting and provided that notice promptly after the meeting was scheduled. The board used 4 methods to provide notice. It added the meeting to the county's public calendar, posted the meeting on the social media sites, alerted the local public media, and emailed the meeting details to an email subscriber list. Based on these facts, they conclude that the county board gave reasonable advance notice of the meeting, and their conclusion is that there is no finding of a violation of the Act. And that's everything that I have.
Thank you. Before I move on, I did forget one upcoming event, and that is Juneteenth ceremony at Ann Park Bench dedication next Thursday, June 19th at 10 a.m., Halfway African American Cemetery, and that's on Clinton Avenue out in the Halfway area of Hagerstown. With that, we'll move right on into under tab 1, the presentation of Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month proclamation. Good morning. You got the,
Yeah, I got her.
Good morning.
good morning.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Rebecca Bloom, and I am the training leader for Dementia Friendly Washington
Can you make sure your
County.
microphone's on?
Whoop.
Great.
Is it on now? No.
Should be a
I push the button. Is it on now?
There we go.
Maybe
got
this
it now.
closer.
Very
very good.
Closer. Okay, so start over. My name is Rebecca Bloom, and I am the training leader of Dementia Friendly Washington County. And Dementia Friendly Washington County, as you know, is a dedicated group of local individuals and organizations that are dedicated to raising awareness, decreasing the stigma, and increasing public understanding of what it can be like to live with dementia. When it comes to education, that's one of our big 4 fronts that we are doing within our community. And we are aligning ourselves with Dementia Friendly America as well as the Alzheimer's Association to bring quality education on dementia and Alzheimer's to our community. We also have formed partnerships with local nonprofit organizations and businesses within Washington County to help us further our efforts. Through these partnerships, we are making a difference. One partnership that I am proud of is a partnership with Betty's Wish. I am also affiliated with Betty's Wish, and our mission really aligns as well because we want to bring education to seniors and caregivers that help them thrive. And as we know, dementia is affecting many families. So through that partnership, we are able to directly impact 450 families by providing dementia education, caregiver training, and community awareness initiatives. I did provide you all a handout with some of the educational events that we are doing in the Washington County Library now. If anyone can make it out, please spread the word. That would be great. I also wanted to thank you all here at Washington County Government. I have been working closely with Brian Overcash. I want to give him a shout out because he has been very helpful in helping me to distribute dementia friend education to many, many county government staff. And through this effort, 207 county government staff have become dementia friends. And I think some of you are. up here as well. So that is great. So thank you all so much for taking the time to learn a little bit more about what dementia is. I also want to recognize the following businesses and organizations that have taken the time to earn their dementia-friendly business designation. And those include CMB Bank, Otterbein United Methodist Church, Stay Home Senior Services, Betty's Wish, Hagerstown Smiles Dentistry, Washington County Cares, Brookdale Senior Living, Farnakeedy Senior Living Community, Seroptimus International of Hagerstown, and the many offices of Washington County government. So I'm going to be working with Brian to get some certifications out to you all, as well as some lovely window stickers, which I brought if you'd like to see them. So that's all very exciting. And we do this because it matters. In Washington County, over 3,000 people have dementia, and dementia affects a person with the disease plus all those who touch their lives, which means most of us have a touch point with dementia, right? And how we would like to ask you to help is we would like to ask the county to help us raise more awareness around dementia by proclaiming or recognizing June as Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month for Washington County. This falls in line with the National Observation of Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and it is an opportunity to spread the word and discuss Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. Throughout the month, Alzheimer's Association also encourages people to support the movement by wearing purple, which we align with. So if you have purple this month, break out your purple. And also try to encourage brain training, stimulate your mind, attend educational events such as the ones that we are doing in the library. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me on how you can better support this effort. As our aging population grows, so does the need for meaningful local resources. And just as a tribute to those organizations and Betty's Wish, we exist to help fill that gap with dignity, compassion, and real impact. So we are always looking to partner with community leaders. We're so proud of our partnership with Washington County Dementia Friendly. And anyone who shares that vision of Dementia Friendly Washington County, that is what we're here to do. So help spread that word and make Washington County more dementia friendly. So I want to thank you for your continued leadership and commitment to the people you serve. And we welcome your support in helping us spread awareness during this important month. Okay.
Rebecca, could I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
How do people reach out to you? What's the contact
Great,
for
yes.
our audience?
Sure. So Washington County Dementia Friendly can be found on Facebook. We also have a website. Hold on a minute. It is Dementia Friendly. Now, Washington County, hold on. I'm going to look it up because I always get it confused.
Google it.
You can Google it, of course. And you can also find information about Dementia Friendly Washington County on Betty's Wish site, which is bettyswish.org. And
There's a helpline, 1-800-272-3900.
yes, that is the Alzheimer's Association hotline, 24/7. Amazing. If you are struggling with dementia or you know a family member, you're a caregiver, that hotline is gold, so please use that. And yes. Sorry, I can't give you the actual website, but it is listed on our Facebook page,
Okay.
and it is listed on bettyswish.org. Pretty sure it's dementiafriendlywashco.org.
Okay.
Well, I have a comment.
Sure.
First, Rebecca, thank you for you and your team. It's been over a year now. You've been relentless and you're building that organization. So I applaud you for that. And perhaps a special note to Brian Overcash for his assistance. He's been very
100%.
helpful.
Yes.
But perhaps Brian's listening, it'd be okay to send that link out to our employees again so they can all become certified. And perhaps our new county commissioner, Leatherman, can see that link and join the team. So, but thank you for that. One of the examples, without naming a name or department in the county, our staff would often get 5, 8, 10 phone calls from the same person at the same time. And if you told them you already called, you create a disturbance or disruption. So part of this training is learning our staff or employees of other businesses to recognize that and be patient, go along with it, agree, deflect, and handle that. Would that not be an accurate description of one of the circumstances in which you help with?
Yes, that is 100%. And I will say the involvement of the county across so many offices, from EMS to fire to police to many branches of our local government. There are many, many people of that 270 that have done that. So it's a wide net. So I'm still working with Brian to the best of my ability to nail down which offices have met that business requirement, which is 50% of full-time staff trained to get that designation.
Any other questions? Would you join me if?
Before I present this, there's often somewhere that you're always going to have a Dewey's House experience, but you're also going to have a dementia, Alzheimer's experience in your life. As we age and grow old and people are living longer, you're going to experience someone in your family with dementia, Alzheimer's. And again, I applaud you guys for bringing this group to fruition and continue with the energy level that you have. So thank you. So on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners of Washington County, Maryland, Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, June 2025. So it's officially being proclaimed today.
All right.
Whereas worldwide, more than 55 million people are living with Alzheimer's or other types of dementia. Dementia is a term given to a group of symptoms from certain diseases which affect the brain. Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia, and whereas a diagnosis of Alzheimer's is often devastating to the person concerned, the symptoms are progressive and on an unknown time scale, which can be hard for people with Alzheimer's to accept. Advanced symptoms usually mean that a person is unable to look after themselves without assistance, and whereas raising awareness can encourage early diagnosis, advance medical research, and improve the quality of life for those living with this condition. This month serves as an opportunity to educate the public on available resources and to recognize the efforts of organizations, caregivers, and that's very important, folks. Caregivers suffer a lot of drama and stress in their life, and professionals dedicated to the Alzheimer's care and advocacy. Now therefore, we, the Board of County Commissioners of Washington County, Maryland, hereby recognize June as Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month and encourage all citizens to learn more about Alzheimer's and what they can do to support individuals with Alzheimer's and their family. Awarded this 10th day of June, 2025.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Klein,
1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
you want to have her, Rebecca, would you like to introduce others that are with you this morning?
Yes, so I'd like to make mention, so with me currently is Luann Haw, who serves alongside me at Betty's Wish. And the people that couldn't be here, which so wanted to be here, were dedicated members of Dementia Friendly Washington County. A special mention to Carolyn and John Perigo. A special mention to Amanda Crawford, Stephen Luber, Carla Anderson, and Pete McMillan. They all did want to be here today. Our schedules just did not line up, but we didn't want to miss this opportunity to share this information and have everyone understand. As June is quickly leaving us, we wanted to get in and do that before the month was over. So thank you all so much.
Thank you for what you do. Yeah.
Take it to the group. Thank you. Thank you. Great work. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, next item under tab 2 is contract award PUR 1739, stop loss insurance coverage.
Good morning, Brandy Kentner, Director of Purchasing.
Becky Lewis from CBS Benefits Insurance, your employee consulting firm.
Chip Rose, Director of Human Resources.
The first recommendation I have for you this morning is the contract award PUR 1739, stop loss insurance coverage. Motion to award the contract for stop loss insurance, the responsive responsible proposal, Highmark of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who submitted a total annual premium for option number 1 of $1,366,561 with a specific stop loss of $175,000 per claimant. Stop loss policies are insurance that protects the plan from significant claim costs associated with an individual or an entire group. Currently, the Board of County Commissioners of Washington County has a stop loss policy with Highmark that limits the medical and prescription drug plan cost at a maximum of $175,000 per member per year. Direct notice of the RFP was emailed to 24 potential providers of the insurance. Proposals were received on the deadline of May 19, 2025, from 6 companies that were providers of the stop loss insurance. There is a summary attached to the RF that was provided to us by our consultant, CBiz, and I do have Becky with me today if you should have any questions. And funding is available in the FY26 health insurance budget for these services.
No questions? Motion?
Second.
Motion second for approval as submitted. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, 5-0. Thank you. Next item, tab 3, bid results, award update, natural gas supply service to Washington County Government and Washington County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association of Maryland Incorporated.
Brandy Kentner, Director of Purchasing.
Andrew Eshelman, Director of Public Works.
We're in here today to give you an update on the bid results and an award update for the natural gas supply to Washington County Government and Washington County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association. Move to concur and enter into the record the result of the contract award made on May 14, 2025 to WGL Energy Services of Vienna, Virginia for natural gas supply services at the following rates. Base bid price, guaranteed fixed price to the burner tip for a 60-month of service tentatively beginning July 1st for the price of .5431 per therm. On March 25th, 2025, the Board of County Commissioners did approve entering into a cooperative purchasing effort with the with the Washington County Public Schools and did appoint primary representation and secondary to act on behalf of the board to enter into a contract immediately following the bid opening for these services. The objective of the co-op is to allow for one organization, and the Washington County Public Schools did take lead on this, to issue a solicitation for natural gas services, the specifications of which would represent the needs of both participating organizations. Also, it included the Washington County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Companies. Each participant would make their own individual award to the successful bidder. The objective of the effort is to lower administration costs by participating organizations, avoiding duplication of effort, obtaining better prices through the economies of scale that the contract does leverage, and allowing for exchange of information and expertise. Bids were received from sole pre-qualified suppliers on May 14, 2025. The Bid Evaluation Committee discussed the bid, and following the deadline of May 14, 2025, the representative of the Washington County Public Schools and Washington County government did agree upon awarding the contract as recommended above. The 60-month price option was chosen over a shorter period based on market trends, price consistency, and the recommendation of our consultant, CQI Associates. Funding is available, has been budgeted for individual departments in FY26 for these services.
You're just looking for concurrence, is that correct? Everybody good?
Yeah, I think it's just for informational purposes only, just the way these contracts work, so we wanted to be able to share this for the public record.
All we need is a concurrence,
Any
correct? Is that what-
Questions or comments or concerns?
Do we need a motion or just a concurrence?
Just,
I don't believe it's a motion. I think the way it was previously worded in the staff comments was essentially the motion to allow the entering of the contract, because these are essentially timed with what the futures market and the actual trading is. So the contract needs to be set. We wanted to come back and share for the record, so.
Zach, any difference?
I'm fine with just moving forward with the concurrence. The contract was already approved in open session, and as Andrew said, they're coming back to just update the board on the prices.
All righty, thank you.
concurrence?
Well, I'm
Okay.
good. Concurrence,
Again,
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the update. Next item under tab 4 is the bid award PUR 1736, grounds maintenance chemicals for various county departments.
Good morning, Karen Bakener, buyer in the purchasing department.
George Schweitzer, Superintendent, Black Rock Golf Course.
The first recommendation we have is bid award PUR 1736 for grounds maintenance chemicals for various county departments. Move to award the contract to the responsible companies with the lowest bids that meet the specifications for each chemical item as indicated on the bid tabulation summary. Tie bids were received for item numbers 2 and 24. Therefore, it is required that the chemicals be awarded based on drawing lots in public pursuant to Section 2.9 of the Washington County Procurement Policy Manual. The county accepted bids on May 21st, 2025. The invitation to bid was advertised on the State of Maryland's eMaryland Marketplace Advantage website, on the county's website, and in the local newspaper. 34 persons and/or companies registered or downloaded the bid document online. 6 bids were received. This contract provides the needed chemicals for the Black Rock Golf Course, County Highway Department, and Department of Water Quality. The City of Hagerstown may also utilize this contract. The contract term is 1 year, tentatively commencing July 1st, 2025, and ending June 30th, 2026. Funds are budgeted for the chemicals and various operating accounts. And at this time, may I approach to do the tie bids?
Yes. Approach.
You want to draw? Go ahead.
I'll draw one. Sure, I'll draw
We'll
one.
get Randy to draw one.
All right.
Okay.
Who wants to do the first one?
Here, you're right here, I'll do it.
This is for item number 2. Get them on this.
I wouldn't know a chemical if I tripped over it, so it wouldn't matter.
There we go. All right, and item number 2, the chemical name is Enclave, and the winner is Nutrient Ag Solutions. Okay. You want to have the other Randy do this one?
Yeah, let's do that.
It's his first time. All right, this one is item number 24. All right. And item number 24 is Signature Extra Stress Guard, and the winner for that one is Genesis Turquoise. Okay, now we're we're just looking for the approval as presented.
Okay. Need a motion and a second for,
Motion to move, to award the contract,
Second.
the chemicals.
okay, ready to vote? All,
Did we identify a company that we're giving this to?
Yeah, there are 29 chemicals listed.
Right.
And attached to the ARF
Right?
as the winner of each chemical.
Oh, each chemical, okay.
independent.
Okay, I see that, because I'm looking down the list, there's 20, 29, or 28, and 20 of them were actually, are we paying less than we were last year?
Yes, in
Yeah.
that amount.
So that's a good savings, actually, in product cost.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because 20 of the 29 are actually less. And one went from $182 to $39 per unit.
Yes, that, I'm not sure.
That's number 14.
14 may have come down from, we opened it up to some generics as well.
Okay, that's good, but I'm just saying,
Yes.
good work on you guys to get,
Appreciate it.
you know, 3/4 of them less than we were paying, so that's great, thank you.
Good job. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Ready to vote?
Yep.
All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. 5-0. Thank you. Thanks for all your hard work on that.
Thank you for your time and continued support out there. Appreciate it.
Thank you, George.
Next item under tab number 5 is bid award PUR 1746, Section B, South, Retention Pond Mowing for the Department of Stormwater and Watershed Services.
Karen Baker, buyer in the purchasing department.
Joshua Trott, stormwater technician.
The second recommendation we have is bid award PUR 1746, Section B, South, Retention Pond Mowing for the Department of Stormwater and Watershed Services. Move to award the procurement of mowing services of 47 retention ponds to the responsible bidder, Young's Lawn Service LLC of Hagerstown, Maryland, for a total lump sum bid price of $4,557 per mowing. The mowing cycle is expected to be every 3 to 4 weeks. However, quantities may be more or less based on weather. The work consists of mowing and trimming all specified pond mowing areas once every 3 to 4 weeks and notifying the Department of Stormwater Watershed Services when each mowing cycle is to begin and is completed. The contractor is required to utilize a GIS tracking application to document each mowing, and they will also be responsible for collecting and properly disposing of all trash and debris from within the pond mowing areas. The invitation to bid was advertised on the State of Maryland's eMaryland Marketplace Advantage website, the county's website, and in the local newspaper, and on the county's new electronic bidding site. 29 persons and/or companies registered or downloaded the bid document online, and on May 28, 2025, the county accepted bids. 4 bids were received. The contract term shall be for a 2-year period beginning on July 1st, 2025, with an option by the county to renew for up to 3 additional consecutive 1-year periods. Funds are available in the department's operating budget account for this service.
How many total ponds in Washington County? About?
We have about 106 residential ponds that we're currently taking care of. Now that doesn't include all the private ponds.
Right. Motion to approve.
Okay, we have motions and a second to approve as submitted. All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, 5-0. Thank you. With that, that is our open agenda items, and I'd like to ask for a motion to
Motion to go into
close.
session.
Yep.
Second.
Okay, motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 5-minute recess.
5-minute recess, thank you.